So there they were. Jay and the dinosaurs were still in the underwater kingdom with Mr. Nettlebomb. I'm sorry, King Nettlebomb. And he was a tiny little dinosaur. And he led them around. He showed them all these vast wonders. He had a big vault full of treasures that had gold, emeralds, diamonds, and all kinds of crazy things. And then he showed them his massive palace, his huge house. He had so many rooms. He had like 200 rooms, and they all were just in awe of everything that was there. And they're like, Mr. Nettlebomb, how can this happen here down underwater? He goes, do you know, I got here a long time ago, and I just decided never to leave. And then I became the king. And so they started to look at some of the stones and the carvings, and they thought, we don't think Mr. Nettlebomb used to be the king. He made himself the king, but how? And it seems like there were other people that used to live there, but then they left. So Jay and the dinosaurs decided to do some research, and they found a few things. And they realized this was an underwater dinosaur kingdom. And then one day, a hole got punched into the glass of the underwater kingdom, and all the dinosaurs had to leave, and they came up onto the land. But then everything came back together, and that's how Mr. Nettlebomb became the king of the underwater island. He got trapped in there, and then became the king. And there were a few other dinosaurs in there, but Mr. Nettlebomb, the tiny dinosaur, ruled the roost, kind of like a little dinosaur chicken. And so they had a really good time looking around, and they said, you know what, we want to come back someday. And Mr. Nettlebomb said, you can come back anytime, but don't bring that Mr. Plesiosaurus. He is not nice. I don't like talking to him. And then back to Dr. Von Winklestein on Ice Island. They finally made it back, walking through the snow. They made it back to their boat. And it was kind of frozen into the ground, but they chipped it out of the ice and got back in their boat, and they started the motor. Took them a couple of times, and it finally sparked to life. And Chicken was in his ice cube. Chicken, be quiet. Eddie, take us home. Okay, master. Eddie, don't call me master. And so as they were driving along, they made it back to the island. And at the same time, Jay and the dinosaurs showed up. And Dr. Von Winklestein said, where have you been? And Jay said, where have you been? And Dr. Von Winklestein, we've been looking for you to trap you on Ice Island to bring you to, well, forever. Jay said, you know what, we've been here the whole time. We went on a quick boat ride. He didn't want to tell them about the underwater kingdom because he didn't want Dr. Von Winklestein to go take it over and make that his new secret laboratory. So tune in tomorrow to find out what happens with Jay and the dinosaurs on the beach with Dr. Von Winklestein. Bum, bum, bum.